And welcome to Hoosac Valley High School for one of the biggest matchups in girls basketball for the 22-23 basketball season as the Wauconah Warriors take on the Hoosac Valley Hurricanes in a Berkshire County rivalry matchup. Hello everybody, I'm Tim Morey alongside of our analyst tonight, former Jury Girls basketball coach John Franzoni. We welcome John to the broadcast, and Coach, we have a real matchup of two rivals who have battled over the last several years in Berkshire County.
Thanks, Tim. Great to be here with you tonight. Should be a special matchup of two really strong programs, two excellent teams, very well coached. Wauconah off to a great start, 7-0 on the season, and Hoosac Valley at 6-3, but won 5 games in a row and really playing good basketball. So this is going to be a nice matchup of two very well coached and excellent teams.
And John, these two teams battled in the opener, the season opener down in Dalton. Hoosac Valley a little short-handed in that one due to illness. They didn't have their outstanding senior center, Gabby Billis, or their outstanding forward, Taylor Garabedian, and Wauconah took it to them. They're here tonight, so they're at full strength tonight. But really, I see this game as a matchup of styles between these two teams.
Definitely. Look at the scores of the teams. Wauconah's scoring in the 60s every game, beating teams by 20, 30, 40 points. Hoosac's grinding it out in the 40s, and that's what they have to do tonight. I think Hoosac Valley has to get Wauconah in their kind of a game tonight. They have to get them in that half-court, grind it out game. If they try to run with Wauconah, I don't think that's in their best interest.
And Hoosac Valley coming off a big win the other night, John, over Amherst. They came back and beat a very solid Amherst squad, 42-39. That's a big win for them because Amherst had beaten them handily down at Amherst earlier in the season.
Seems like similar circumstances. Amherst beat them on their own court, 26 points, I believe. Similar margin to what Wauconah did, but you get them back up here in Hoosac, and it's a different story. Hoosac's playing good basketball right now, and looking to do the same thing to Wauconah tonight.
Well, we're just about ready. The whistle has blown here. We're going to have some ceremonies, I believe, before we start this game. I think we're going to have a senior night presentation here. So we're going to send it down to the floor for.
Before we get to this evening's starting lineups, we'd like to take a moment to honor the seniors here with us this evening. First, let's meet the two seniors for the visiting Wauconah Warriors. Please welcome number 5, Emma Belcher, and number 12, Sophia Drury. Congratulations on your senior seasons. We wish you the best of luck for the rest of your competitive season at Wauconah. And now, fans, let's meet the lone senior for your Hoosac Valley Hurricanes. Please welcome number 10, Gabby Billis. Accompanied by her parents, Mark and Ian, her sister Beth, and brother-in-law Josh, she has been a part of the varsity program since her freshman year. During her time in the program, she has participated in 2 Western Mass championships, 1 state championship game, and 1 state semifinal. She's also participated in soccer as well as track and field while being a Hurricane. Academically, she is part of the National Honor Society and has participated in several clubs, such as Link Crew and Athletic Leadership. She plans to attend Manhattanville College to study radiologic technology. She will continue her athletic endeavors by participating in the rugby and track and field teams at Manhattanville. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause, number 10, Gabby Billis. Congratulations, Gabby. We wish you the best of luck with the rest of your senior season.
Coach, there are not many student athletes that can boast that accomplishment. She's been on 2 state title teams, played in a state championship that they got beat in. She's had couple of Western Mass championships. She's had a great career here.
It's an impressive career.
And for Wauconah,
senior number 5,
Olivia Gabrieloni.
At guard, and junior number 23, Grace Wigington.
And Grace Wigington, she is a real sharpshooter for Wauconah. averaging almost a little over 19 points a game.
And she's got 19 threes in their first 7 games, so you know she can fill it up from deep as well.
And now let's meet your starting lineup for your Hoosac Valley Hurricane. Starting at guard, a sophomore, number 20, Ashley LaShore.
And I think this young lady's the key to this Hoosac Valley squad. John, she handles the ball handling for Hoosac Valley sophomore. She's very composed young lady.
Yeah, she's been scoring some points for them as well. I mean, she's their, I think she's their leading scorer, and you know, it's definitely a young Hoosac Valley team.
Right.
And at center, a senior, number 10, Gabby Millett. The head coach of the Hurricanes is Scott Frederick. Your officials tonight are Mark Milk, Mike River, Kurt Chalana. At this time, fans, message, please rise, direct your attention towards the flag, and join us in welcoming Carol Garabedian as she sings our national anthem.
Kayla Garabedian, we go a lot of places. John, that's a pretty impressive rendition of our national anthem.
Yeah, she did a great job. Got a veteran officiating crew tonight with Mike Rivers, Mark Wilk, and Kurt Chalana.
Yeah, this is a first-class officiating crew for this one. This is a big matchup.
Yeah, you can tell it's a good matchup by when you get that crew of officials here.
Yeah,
so they know where the big games are. They know where to send the veteran officials.
Exactly.
We thank you for your cooperation.
So both these teams, no real size advantage for either of these teams, about equal size. I think Wauconah has a speed advantage. They want to run this ball tonight.
Right. Who's got to take care of the basketball? They can't turn it over and feed into what Wauconah wants to do going into transition. So they got to get good possession on offense and take care of the basketball.
So here we go. And Hoosac Valley will control the opening tip. And LaShore handles the point. Billett's on the block. She's going to throw it up. That's going to be short. And Wauconah comes away with it.
Yeah, Wauconah's back in the zone. Looked like they were trying to beat Hoosac, keep him outside, and it was tough getting the ball inside for Hoosac there.
This is a Wauconah team. Belcher, Wigington, Gambaroni. They can really fill it up from the perimeter. Right now, Belcher running the offense for the Warriors.
Hoosac's matching up man-to-man.
And Gambaroni thought about it for a minute. Some good defense. And there it is, 4-3. Belcher, you can't leave him alone. And here comes Wauconah right off the bat with some pressing. And they're going to call a foul in the backcourt there. That'll go against Sophia Drury, I believe. Yeah.
That's the key for Hoosac. You got to take care of the ball against that pressure. You don't have to score against it. You just got to beat it and get the half court.
Billett's ahead. Scalabia thought about it. There's LaSure, and she ties it up.
It's a great look to get LaSure at the top of the key.
Nice pass there. All missed the bunny, but nice setup there. And here comes Hoosac. Hannah Shea gets it into that front court. Ball almost thrown away. And
Nice
there's
look.
that look. Score it again for LaSure.
It's a great cross-court look by Shalaba.
And Scalaba had a big game against Amherst. Made some big shots down the stretch there for the Hurricanes. And right now, Hoosac with the 5-3 lead with 6:16 to go. Just the opening moments of this one. Nice crowd on hand here at Hoosac Valley. As LaSure misses that three. But Scalaba runs it down. Nice hustle there by the junior. Long three-pointer, doesn't go. Back rim that one. Nice Shea. And here comes.
Oh, that's travel.
They were looking for it.
Got away with one there.
Yep. And here comes Shea. She's going to run it into that front court.
This is exactly the kind of start Hoosac wants. Get the ball in the half court, work on their looking for a good shot, slow Wacona down.
Scalaba misses that long three-pointer, and they're going to call a foul. And I think that's going to go against Shea. And that's going to be Hannah Shea's first foul. First on the team. 5-3, Hoosac Valley here. 5:33 to go in this opening period of play between these two Berkshire County rivals. And there's Wigington. Long three-pointer. Doesn't go. Belcher looks for Wigington again. And that shot blocked. Oh, they're going to call a foul on LaSure. She's not happy with that. She thought she had all ball. So Grace Wigington will go to the line and shoot a pair for the Warriors here.
Don't blame her there. But the key to that is the second shot. I mean, both teams are going to shoot some threes, so you've got to box out because you don't want to give up second opportunities.
And she back rims it.
I used to always tell my teams, you don't lose on first shots, you lose on second shots. You got to limit those if you want to win this basketball game.
One more for Grace Wigington. And she drains it. 1-2 and cuts that Hoosac lead to 1. 5-4 now, Hoosac Valley. And there's that press, and there's the turnover, and they're going to call a double dribble there on Gabaroni. And so Hoosac Valley will get the ball back. Garabedian gets it across the timeline. In low to Billets. And score it. Nice entry pass there by LaSure.
Yeah, LaSure's off to a strong start tonight. Yeah, another second shot.
You're right. And they're going to call push foul underneath. And I think that's going to go against Shea. That could be her second. We'll see. Yeah. Go against Hannah Shea on the box out.
It's an early trend in this game, it looks like. Wacona, again, they're going to take those deep shots. Who's excited to put a body on somebody and not give up the second shots?
And nice inbounds play there. And score it there for Gambaroni. That's her first bucket. She averages just a little over 15 points a game. Scalabia on a hard on the boards. And here comes Wacona now. Hoosac Valley with a 7-6 lead. Nice pass, and score it there off the bench.
It was a great look by Wigington. They get right into their pressure.
And score for Garabedian. Taylor Garabedian is in the scorebook, and they're going to call a travel. So Hoosac Valley throwing a little bit of pressure at Wacona, John.
Yeah, they always say, teams that press don't always like to get pressed, and that's showing itself right now. Wacona's struggling against Hoosac's pressure.
A big raucous crowd on hand here at Hoosac Valley for this is a premier matchup between two of the finer teams in Western Massachusetts in girls basketball this year.
Yeah, definitely a great Friday night matchup in Cheshire.
And LaShore. Billets thought about it for a minute. LaShore, the step back, doesn't go. Billets underneath. And a putback, and that's going to put Garabedian at the line. So Hoosac Valley kind of having the better of it so far on the boards, John.
Yeah, they're giving Wacona a little dose of medicine there with Billets and Garabedian going strong to the boards.
So the junior, Taylor Garabedian, will go to the line and shoot a pair for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, it seems like inside with Garabedian and Billets that they can do some damage in there against, especially with Wacona subbing in, going a little smaller when they went to their bench.
Right.
Some both.
She gets them both. That gives Hoosac the 3-point lead. 11-8 with 3:25 to go here in this opening quarter. Wigington, long, missed back rim's no good. They'll put back, score it there.
McCarthy.
That's Madison McCarthy again. She's got 4 points here. And the ball tipped away and stolen on the turnover. Deflection gives it back to Hoosac Valley. LaShore into the front court. Finds Billets for the short jumper. It doesn't go. And a lot of work on the boards. And the breakout here. And Wigington misses that one. Here comes Hoosac Valley back the other way. Garabedian.
Ooh.
And doesn't get her shot to go. A little bit of contact. The refs are going to let him play here.
I guess so. Better go strong to the basket.
And that shot goes wide. You're right. Both ways, John.
Exactly. They're letting them play.
And both these teams now a little bit winded. This is a fast pace. No good on that one. And Meswar doesn't go. Get Scalabia. And a turnover. And Hoosac Valley is going to call a timeout with 2 minutes to go in a back and forth contest. And, we said at the outset, John, that Hoosac Valley didn't really want to get into that back and forth game, but they're playing it, and right now they're ahead.
Yeah, they're doing a great job. I mean, both teams have 5 turnovers. I think it's going to be a matter of that helter-skelter got right there a little bit. It's good to run, but you got to make sure you run when you have the opportunity and know when to pull it back out and get your half-court offense set up too. So Hoosac's doing a great job. They're putting some really good pressure on Wacona in the half court, and I think the key is both teams want to score to get into that pressure. So you got to get the basket to get into your full-court pressure.
We want to thank Northern Berkshire Community Television for the broadcast of tonight's high school basketball action here, which you can see on Northern Berkshire Community Television, channel 1302. Check your listings for the replay of this game. And, of course, you can catch up on all the high school basketball action in Northern Berkshire County and Berkshire County on High School Basketball Weekly each Thursday night at 7:30, Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, and then Sunday evening at 7 o'clock. High School Basketball Weekly on channel 1302. Yours truly, along with Rick Bulla.
One thing we talked about too, Tim, was Hoosac staying close early and keeping this contest and getting involved early, and they've done a great job of that. Taking it right to Wacona early in this game.
LaShore working against that pressure, and they break it. And to the basket. Doesn't go. And they're going to call foul. And they're going to call foul there on the rebounding action. That's going to go against, I believe, Taylor Garabedian. That's a 4th-team foul. Yeah, that's her first foul and the 4th on the team here. And Hoosac Valley showing some press. And they got...
Oh, we had a good trap there.
Away.
I'll say I don't think Coach Frederick wants his leading scorer getting a foul 90 feet from the basket like Garabedian just did, but she's being aggressive, trying to make something happen.
And Gambaroni looking, that pass was deflected, and it's ultimately stolen and turned over, and it's going to go over to Hoosac Valley. Both teams playing very hard here, John.
Yeah, if you have the basketball, you better be strong with it, because otherwise it's going the other way quickly.
Sure, working it up. Wacona showing a press. And the ball tipped away. Gambaroni on the breakout. And she'll score it, and that gives Wacona the lead, 12-11 here. 1:05 to go in this first quarter. Nice defensive pressure by the Warriors. Meswar gets it into the front court. There's LaSure from the corner. Doesn't go on her three-pointer, and here's Gambaroni with the rebound again. Under a minute to go here in this first quarter. Belcher calling out the play for the Warriors. Gambaroni down the lane. Belcher, nice look. Doesn't get it to go. She had a clean look there, John.
Yeah, Belcher's got a nice stroke from the three-point line, and Wacona did a nice job around that half-court set.
And from the corner, count it for Meswar. Emma Meswar, her first bucket. And that's going to do it for a very, very entertaining first quarter play here at Hoosac Valley. To score after one, it's Hoosac Valley 13 and Wacona 12. And as advertised, John, between these two rivals.
It's a great first quarter. Hoosac came out and really, I thought, dictated the play. I mean, both teams are aggressively double-teaming the basketball in any of their defensive sets, but I thought Hoosac really took it to Wacona and did some good things on both ends of the court. And if the first quarter is any indication, we're in for a great basketball game.
Yeah, I agree with you, John. Surprisingly, it looked like Hoosac Valley, they were not going to back away from Wacona. They came out and gave Wacona a little bit of pressure here. And like you say, you know, a team that presses may not necessarily like to be pressed, but this was a good one for the first quarter. So,
yeah, Wacona did not look comfortable against that Hoosac pressure. They had some troubles against it. I'm really impressed with Gambaroni. She's a heck of a player on both ends of the court, and she does a great job of stepping in the passing lane. So Hoosac's got to do a good job of coming to the basketball and not waiting for it, because she's stepped in front a couple of times. Same that the Hoosac players are doing as well.
Right. Hoosac Valley went on a 5-game winning streak coming into this one, a big one over Amherst earlier in the week, and of course, Wacona undefeated here, 7-0.
This is going to be a big test for them tonight if they can get a win here.
And Belcher, with pressure from Meswar. And Gambaroni, good pass. On the ball's on the floor, tied up, and it's going to go to Hoosac Valley.
It was a great drive by Gambaroni. A little too much mustard on that pass, I think, though.
Yeah.
Threw her a fastball from about 3 feet away.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Mason wasn't ready for it.
Oh.
And once again. There's a shot from the corner for good. Great.
Capiello, nice look.
Capiello from LaSure, and it's a 4-point Hoosac Valley lead. And there's a pass in. Belcher thinking about going down the lane. And banked off the glass for 3 by Gambaroni. And Wacona answers right back.
That was a big basket by Gambaroni to keep them here.
And another long three-pointer. I missed that one. Who got that?
That was Garabedian.
Garabedian, yep. All right. So Hoosac Valley answers right back. They have the 4-point lead. They're going to call foul on the sidelines.
A great start for Taylor Garabedian tonight. He's got 7 points already in the game for Hoosac.
Fouls on Marin Capiello, her first. It's the 5th on the team here. Wacona has 2 team fouls with 6:46 to go in the first half here. And Belchier. Oh, does not go down. Belcher's going to take another look. Her shot comes up short, and here comes Meswar. Sets the offense now for LeSure. And the pass is deflected over to Gambaroni.
Yeah, another steal for Gambaroni.
And count it. And she is all over the place, as you said.
And nine points for Gambaroni now.
Defensively. And a foul in the backcourt.
Yeah, foul's on Wigington. It's just not a good foul on her part.
Under 6 minutes to go here in the first half. It's a 2-point Hoosac Valley lead. Entry pass to Billets to the basket. Doesn't go. And they're going to call a foul. And that's going to go against Billets. And that's the 6th foul here. And I believe that'll be the first on Billets.
Yeah, it's first. I mean, both Garabedian and Billets have fouls 90 feet from the basket. I think that's going to worry Coach Frederick if that keeps up. You know, Capiello's coming to give him a good boost with 3 off the bench. She averages 5 a game and has 11 threes.
Oh, nice pass there. Entry, count it, and 1. And that's Billets' 2nd foul. That's going to go against Billets. So she got 2 quick fouls. And we're tied at 19 apiece.
That's Gambaroni setting it up again. She's having a really great game tonight.
Yep.
In all aspects of the game. And that's for Billets. You get that first foul. The second one's not bad. The first one is the bad one.
Right. And got it. So Olivia Mason now in the scoring column for the Warriors. And Wacona now has a 1-point lead. And setback, no good. Ball, and they're going to call foul on the rebounding action. That's going to go against LeSure. That's going to be her 2nd foul now. Hoosac Valley starting to get a little bit of foul trouble. That's the 8th on the team, and that's going to put Olivia Mason on the line shooting a 1-and-1. And Billets will sit down.
Wait, did he call that on Billets?
No, they did. They ought to check that. Boy, I thought
that was on LeSure. That's a big foul because they need her on the court. And
absolutely.
3 fouls.
That's an interesting. I thought it was LeSure.
I agree.
Back rim, no good. Garabedian clears it. Strong rebound by the junior. Scalabia, step back rim back. And here comes Wacona. They are looking to run. And here's Wigington on the breakout. Score, Grace Wigington. And she's been quiet in this ball game so far.
She has. One thing I noticed is she looks to leak out a little bit onto the offensive end. So who's going to be aware of that when they get the deep rebound? She's going right away to the offensive end.
Oh boy.
That's a big stretch right here for Hoosac. They got to, kind of stem the tide right here and not let Wacona continue this run.
Right. Emma Meswar back into the ball game. And here comes Gambaroni. Coast to coast. Score it.
Gambaroni's taking this game over.
She certainly is. Step back for 3. Oh, that's a big 3-pointer for Haley McNeese off the bench.
Yeah, Hoosac really needed that basket. Great shot by Haley McNeese.
24-22. And score for Gambaroni. And she is on fire.
13 points for Gambaroni now.
And they're going to call a foul there on Wayington in the backcourt.
I believe that's her second.
(26-22) Wacona here. 3:45 to go in the first half. And this has been a real back and forth affair between these two rivals. Wacona staying in that zone. And the ball kicked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Hurricanes.
Wacona's doing a good job of keeping Hoosac on one side of the court now and reverse the basketball. And they really need to do that to make the zone move a little more.
Scalaba now for Hoosac out top. Oh, beautiful pass and around and in with not everything but the basket going down. Meswar with a beautiful pass to a cutting Ashlyn Shore.
That was a great look by Meswar.
Oh, well, sure, we'll go to the line and shoot a pair on the foul.
You know, key for Hoosac here is they've gotten good minutes from Meswar, McNeese, Capiello off the bench, really helping them stay in this basketball game in the second quarter.
And when Ashlyn Shore gets the first of two, she has 6 points. That one doesn't go, but with Meswar with the rebound. Garabedian, nice move up and under, doesn't get it to go. Almost stolen away.
That was a great move by Garabedian.
Yeah, everything but the basket.
And how did that not go in?
And here comes Gambaroni. She's had a fabulous first half for the Warriors. Rebound by Garabedian, doing a yeoman's work there on the boards for Hoosac Valley. And there's a short. Again, they can't convert everything but the basket. Ball on the floor, still on the floor, tied up. It'll go over to Hoosac Valley. They got the possession arrow wrong. That'll stay with stay with Wacona. And again now, Capiello into the game for McNeese. 2:25 to go in the first half. It's a 3-point Wacona lead, 26-23 and 23 in a very entertaining contest. And a steal by LaShore all the way to the basket and score it. Ball on the floor, almost stolen away. How that pass got through. And there's a long three, doesn't go. Yeah. Wacona will reset now. Belcher thought about it for a minute. And here goes Gambaroni. Beautiful drop-off pass to Mason. Shot blocked by Garabedian. She's going to break it out. Nice pass to LaShore. Score it. And Hoosac Valley has the lead again.
10 points for LaShore. Doing a great job. And Garabedian just doing it all
yeah,
for Hoosac Valley.
She really is. In the place of Billets there. Really stepping up. Ball on the floor. Still on the floor. Comes out of there. Meswar. All the way to the basket. Doesn't go. And the foul is good. Taylor Garabedian. And just as you said, John, she is really doing it on both ends.
She's everywhere, getting boards, she's making passes, she's scoring. She's got 9 points tonight, doing a great job.
We're under a minute to go here. Three-pointer goes in, and we're tied.
Great answer by Ava Macero.
was sure. Garabedian thought about it for a minute. And they're going to call a foul there in the corner, and that's going to be the 6th team foul. It's going to against Massaro. So Hoosac Valley will inbound the ball from the sideline. This game tied 29 apiece with 35 seconds to go in the first half. It's been a dandy here. Tim Morey alongside of John Franzoni bringing this one to you. Scalabra doesn't go on a rebounding action. Here comes Wigington. Pushes it out for Wacona. And Belcher going to set this offense. Gambaroni. Mason doesn't go. Long shot. Goal! At the buzzer!
Emma Belcher.
Emma Belcher from way downtown at the buzzer. And the Warriors will go into halftime with a 3-point lead, 32-29. Emma Belcher with a big 3-pointer to close out an exciting first half here, John.
You know, we talked about it earlier too, those second shots. So Olivia Mason takes a 3-pointer with about 8 seconds left for Wacona. Not exactly the shot I think Coach K wanted to get, but her team worked hard, got the rebound, kick it back out, and it results in a 3 for Emma Belcher to take the lead, 32-29.
Well, this one has lived up to the billing. We're at halftime here at Hoosac Valley. The score at halftime is Wacona 32, Hoosac Valley 29. We're going to be back to recap the first half and bring you second half action in just a moment. And we're back here at halftime at Hoosac Valley with a score. Wacona 32 and Hoosac Valley 29. And John, recapping for both these teams, it was a whale of a first half, played at a very, very high pace.
Yeah, you can see both of these teams are definitely well conditioned because that game was, that whole first half, 16 minutes up and down the court, and players like Garabedian really stepped up for Hoosac Valley and Olivia Gambaroni for Wacona. And I think the key, though, to me was in the middle of the second quarter, Wacona made that run. They're up, I think it was 26-22. Billets gets 3 quick fouls, but McNeese comes off the bench and hits a 3. Mazur makes some little plays for Hoosac, and then the continued good play by Taylor Garabedian and Ashlyn LaSure really led Hoosac and kept them right in that basketball game until Belcher hit that 3 to give them the 32-29 lead. And the other side of the court, Wigington hasn't had her usual game. Hoosac's done a great job on her defensively, but Emma Belcher steps up and hits a couple of 3s for Wacona, including that big one at the end.
Yeah, for Wacona, Olivia Gambaroni, outstanding first half. She had 13 points, the lead, all scorers. And for Hoosac Valley, Ashlyn LaSure, the fine sophomore guard, had 10. Taylor Garabedian had 9. But this has been a back and forth. And you said, John, both teams have gotten contributions from other players in this big contest.
And you need that. You need to have your full, you don't win with 1 or 2 players. You win with 8, 9, 10 players. And both of these teams are proving that with their complementary players stepping up and hitting big baskets. I think the key in the second half now is, the turnovers that each team had led to the other team's runs.
Right.
And both of them have double-digit turnovers in the first half, and it's not really a surprise with the way the game was played. But as we both mentioned, I think one of the keys in that first half, it was interesting to see how Hoosac's pressure seemed to have an impact on Wacona early.
It did. So we're at halftime here at Hoosac Valley, and Hoosac Valley out. Wacona has not come out yet. Here they come from the locker room. They have the 3-point lead courtesy of a long bomb as the clock was expiring to end the first half it was by Emma Belcher, the senior. And she's got 2 3-pointers, and that one was from way downtown. And that gave Wacona the lead going into the locker room here at halftime.
That was the key. Wacona got a second shot opportunity in that last possession, and Belcher made Hoosac pay for it. that's going to be another key in the second half. I think turnovers, second shots.
So we're just about ready for the start of the second half here at Hoosac Valley. We want to thank our producer and cameraman tonight, Ryan Powsey from Northern Berkshire Community Television for the broadcast of tonight's contest. Does some fine work for us all season long, and we thank him for his work here this evening. And both teams are getting ready to come out here to start this second half. And boy, I'll tell you, it's going to be hard to top that first half.
Yeah, I don't know how you beat that first half. That was as good as a basketball game as you can ask for.
Right.
Now we got 16 more minutes, so this is great. Looking forward to it.
Absolutely. Well, it's a big crowd here. People are anticipating this one between these two fine squads. So Hoosac Valley comes out with their starting lineup. Billets is back on the floor with 3 fouls. And again, one of the issues there was we thought that foul was on LeSure and not Billets. So yeah, I'll have to.
It certainly looked like it. It certainly looked like LeSure reached in.
Right.
But that's also something I think Hoosac, I'm sure Coach Frederick talked to his team at halftime. They took, I would say, 4 or 5 fouls on the other team's paint going back 90 feet. Hoosac can't do that and win this basketball game if they do that in the second half.
Right. Here we go. The second half underway here. Hoosac Valley trails by 3. Ball inbound to Garabedian. You can see right off the bat where they're going. LeSure, her shot blocked, but Garabedian picks up the rebound, and right like that, she scores. And it's a 1-point Wacona lead. There's Wigington. That's a tough shot there.
Yeah, that's a force by Wigington.
And here comes LeSure down the lane. Doesn't go. Good defense there by Wacona. Gambaroni looks across the lane to Wigington. That shot doesn't go. And ball on the boards. And Wacona with the second chance here. They have the 1-point lead. Opening moments of this second half here.
Hoosac Valley matching up with the player, doing a good job keeping Wacona outside.
Oh, ball stolen away. Phillips tries to keep it in play. And the ball's going to go out of bounds. And we're going to see. It's going to stay with Hoosac Valley here. Great hustle there by Billis and LeSure.
They did. LeSure made a great play to keep that ball alive.
Scalaba for 3. Abby Scalaba gets on the scoring column and gives Hoosac Valley the lead now. They've scored the first 5 points of this second half. And the turnover will go over to Hoosac Valley.
Once again, the pressure of Hoosac Valley seems to be impacting Wacona's offense.
Yeah, very interesting, John. Unexpected. I didn't think you'd see that. Here comes Scalaba, the junior. We find Billets at the post. Pretty hard to take it away from Billets.
And she's strong with the basketball.
Shea thought about it, goes up, tied up, and goes over to Wacona. Nice defense there by the Warriors. Belcher now going to set the offense for the Warriors. They trail by 2 here, 34-32. Gambaroni, hard to the basket. Her shot block. And she is strong to the basket, John.
She is. I mean, that was a great play by Hannah LeSure stepping on the weak side to get in front of her because she had her defender beat.
Good inbounds play. Nothing there. And here comes Garabedian. Scalaba doesn't get that one to go. And Wacona. And they look to break out there. As you said, John Wigington looking to release. It doesn't go.
Yeah, Wigington's going early every time, and Hoosac's done a great job of getting back and finding her and not letting her have anything that's not contested.
Garabedian thought about it for a minute. And ball stolen away by Wacona. Here comes Gambaroni. And she scores it to tie the ball game.
The big basket by Gambaroni. Wacona struggled in the first 3 minutes of the second half.
Yeah, she gets them. That's the first basket points for Wacona here. Shea down the lane. Throws it up and scores it. Hannah Shea.
The tough move by Hannah Shea going strong to the basket.
Her first bucket. And it's a 2-point Hoosac Valley lead here with 4:35 to go. Garabedian. And a step back. No good there. And Billets is going to take it herself. It's ahead to Slavia and they throw it away. So it goes back to the Warriors. And the Warriors are going to go to their bench here early on and bring in Madison McCarthy and Dana Berry. McCarthy had a nice first half for Wacona off the bench.
He's playing some good minutes for a freshman. Give him some really good minutes for Wacona.
And nice pass there, deflected. And the step back goes for Washington. She's got 7 points now. We're tied again at 36. Scalabia from the corner. Her shot doesn't go. Garabedian. Step back. Goes! On the jumper for Shea. And that's a 2-pointer. That gives Hoosac Valley the lead again. Back and forth, these two teams. And a putback there by McCarthy. She's got 6. Tied at 38. 3:20 to go in this third quarter. Garabedian thought about it for a minute. Long 3-pointer, doesn't go. Billets on the boards. The putback scores. Oh, power move there by the senior, John.
That's right there. That's why you need Gabby Billets on the court for Coach Frederick, because she can really dominate inside.
Both teams back and forth. Outstanding high school basketball game here with 2:51 to go in this third quarter.
It really is. I mean, Hannah Shea stepped up in 2 big baskets for Hoosac as well in this third quarter. It's Coach Frederick's getting some good contributions all around.
And Wacona is going to call a timeout. And Coach Liz Kay is going to talk about it with her squad. They trail by 2, 40-38 here.
Yeah, Hoosac's come out and really taking it to them in the third quarter. They made some good baskets. They got the lead early, and Wacona is looking a little frustrated right now.
Next game for Hoosac Valley will be against Hampshire. Hampshire 1-5, 1-8 overall. They're going to play that one down at Hampshire.
Wow, that's a pretty surprising record for a Hampshire program that's always been very strong.
Yeah, you can attest to that.
I can tell you. The first 5 years I coached at Drury, we made it to the cage every time, and we lost to Hampshire 4 of the times we were down there, and they won the state title, I believe, 3 out of those 5 years. So that's a great program. It's been strong for many, many years, and I can't remember the last time they were 1-8.
And it doesn't get any easier for Wacona. They're going to take on a very, very good Amherst squad on Tuesday, January 17th.
That should be a great matchup. I mean, Amherst took it to Hoosac the first time, but as we mentioned earlier, Hoosac beat them earlier this week.
All right, here comes Hoosac Valley. Shea working up against that pressure. Sure. Scalabia with an open look. Doesn't go. And Billets on the board. Oh, she's really asserting herself on the boards. It's now a 4-point lead for Hoosac, 42-38. Jumper from the shorter, doesn't go. And Shea with the rebound. Here comes Scalabia. Cross court to the shore. And Wacona sitting in that zone. Nice pass there by LaShore. And a jumper to
Hannah Shea.
Shea. Hannah Shea Nice penetration there by LaShore. Here comes Gambaroni, and there's Wigington. Doesn't go this time again. And Gambaroni with some nice work on the boards. Belcher with the three-pointer.
Belcher's got a nice stroke from the three-point line.
Yes, she does. You can't leave her alone either. That's her third three-pointer of this game. 44-41, Hoosac Valley here. Minute 25 to go in the third quarter. And Shea now out on top. Hoosac Valley spreading out, trying to find some openings in that Waukeona zone. They find Garabedian. Billets down the board, takes a shot, doesn't go, and a foul. And they're going to call a foul, and it bails them out. So Hannah Shea going to go to the line and get a couple.
Hannah Shea's doing gets a big second shot chance and makes the most of it, going to the free throw line for two.
That's the first foul of this quarter, John, with a minute to go.
That's hard to believe.
It is with how hard these two teams are playing, John. That's
right.
that.
Well, I think a key thing in this third quarter, I think both coaches have emphasized their team, clean up a little bit. They got some cheap fouls in the first half both ways, and you can see the little reaching, fouls that they got in the first half. They're not getting in this half. They're playing much more under control.
Oh, they come away with it. Garabedian to the shore. Underneath to Meswar, and she's going to go to the line. And I think that pass, interestingly, John, I think that pass was intended for Garabedian, and it was a little out of her reach, and
Meswar made a nice cut to the basket.
was right there.
She is. She's constant motion out there. She makes some good things happen for the Hurricanes.
47 seconds to go here in this third quarter. And Meswar back runs that.
Hannah Shea comes out of the game for a well-deserved rest. She had 7 points in the third quarter for Hoosac.
Very, very active for Coach Frederick. Back rim, no good. She missed them both. And they're going to call a foul in the backcourt by Meswar.
Yeah, you got to make those free throws. That's
right.
1 for 4 for Hoosac in the last two opportunities.
Right. 45 seconds to go here in the third quarter now. And Belcher, guarded by Meswar. Gambaroni, guarded by Garabedian. Tight defense by Garabedian. Outstanding defense. And the roll. Ball on the floor. And there's that step back. Doesn't go. Rattle around the rim, and it's going to go over to Hoosac Valley. With 13 seconds to go, Hoosac Valley now can play for the last shot in its third quarter. LaShore. Corner. Doesn't go. Garabedian. A lot of action. That's going to close it out for the third quarter here at Hoosac Valley to score. Hoosac Valley 45 and Waukeona 41. And big quarter for Hoosac Valley in that one, John. They were down 3 at halftime, and they're now up at 4 with 8 minutes to go here. And like you said, they got a great effort from the junior Hannah Shea.
She did. I mean, she came in. She had a couple of jumpers. She got offensive rebounds. She's done everything for Hoosac Valley in the third quarter. 7 points and a lot of intangibles as well. I tell you, a key intangible I think too is that they put Taylor Garabedian on Olivia Gambaroni, and she held her to 2 points in that quarter. I mean, she had 13 in the first half, and she only had 2 points for Waukeona, and she's been a key to their offense.
Yeah, she has. She's had a big ball game here. She's got 15 points on the game. She leads all scorers, but she had 13 at halftime, and she was really the key for them in the first half. And like you said, that's a defensive switch Garabedian did a real nice job on her.
They did, and they're continuing to do a great job on Wigington because, I mean, she comes in with it 19 points a game and a lot of the fanfare, but from what I've seen tonight, you can't leave Emma Belcher open because she's hit 3 threes for them, and she sets her feet. It looks like it's going in like a layup every time.
So it's going to be Wacona's ball here to start the final quarter of play, and this has really been a pleasure doing this game, John. This is really a high-quality high school basketball game.
It was a great basketball game. I mean, I think another kid I just forgot to mention was Gabby Billett played that whole quarter with 3 fouls, had a couple big offensive rebound baskets, and showed why Hoosac needs her on the court.
Right. All right, Wacona inbounds at Belcher. Once again, running a point here for the Warriors. And Wigington steps back. She's got it for 3. And Gambaroni with the steal. And whoa, almost. Wigington again. Doesn't go. Flurry of activity here. Wigington again. No. Hoosac Valley leads 45-44. Flurry of activity.
We had to figure Wacona was going to come out in the fourth quarter looking to make something happen, and they are. Gambaroni's all over the court, and so's Wigington.
And numbers for the Warriors. Doesn't go. Ball on the floor. And Garabedian on the tie-up. It'll go to Hoosac Valley.
Got some tight rims at Hoosac. There's some baskets.
Oh, boy, I'll tell you.
There's a few that I don't know how they haven't gone in the basket.
Ball's down.
Both teams.
Step back. Goes in. This one goes.
McNeese, another huge shot.
Right. She's got 2 3-pointers off the bench. And it's a 4-point Hoosac Valley lead. Nice. And Gambaroni to Belcher. She's dynamite when she gets that look. And Meswar. And a foul there. They're going to call it on Belcher. You know, John, it's just the pace of this game for both teams. Both teams are playing a very fast pace. Very surprising. Didn't expect that from Hoosac Valley. I thought they'd try to slow them down.
Right, we thought that before the game, but they've done an effective job in the transition game both ways against Wacona and really put some pressure on Wacona's guards.
Okay, Ashlyn LaSure now. Into the box, ball thrown away, and here comes Wigington. She thought about it for a minute. Not there.
But Belcher's going to settle things down. That was what Wacona needed right there.
Right. The steady senior, Emma Belcher, she had a nice game for the Warriors. Gambaroni running a bit of a weave. Hoosac Valley sticking with it, and ball shot, it's going to go out. And nothing there for McCarthy. So ball goes over to Hoosac Valley. They lead by 4, 48-44, 5:39 to go in this contest. Wacona trying to turn up the pressure. Garabedian steps back, doesn't go. On the rebounding action, nice block there from behind by Wigington. Numbers for the Warriors. Doesn't go, and here's LaSure. She's got a breakout. Gonna take it all the way to the basket. The putback goes. LaSure. Big hoop for Hoosac Valley to have the 6-point lead now. Gambaroni looking to get the foul. Doesn't go. And they're gonna call a foul on the rebounding action. And that's now, I believe, 4, maybe 5 team fouls on Wacona here.
Gabby Bill's doing a great job on both ends of the court
Right.
and the boards, really dominating for Hoosac on the rebounds.
The senior. So here we go. 4:59 to go in this one. Wacona continuing with that pressure. Step back by Shea, no good. And they're going to call a foul on the rebounding action there. I think that'll go against Shea. It will. So
Olivia Mason there with a rebound for Wacona. She's done an excellent job for the Warriors on the boards tonight.
she's going to. Yeah, McCarthy going to come in now. Coach K going to try to get a little bit more size in this lineup for the Warriors. And there's a breakout. And Wigington, unusual. She had a good open look there. Didn't get it to go.
It's a modern game right there, right? Get a long pass into the paint, kick it back out for a three.
And there's a step back. Good again.
Hannah Shea.
For Hannah Shea, and she has had a big ball game here. She's got 10 points.
Yeah, 10 all in the second half.
And it's a 9-point Hoosac Valley lead with 4 minutes to go in this ball game. Wigington now down the lane. Her doesn't go. Ball cleared out of there and going to go to Hoosac Valley. Let's see on a possession arrow. Yeah, it's going to go to Hoosac Valley. And both these teams, there's a timeout on the floor, John. And I'll tell you, I think that's a good timeout, really, for both teams. I think Wacona called it. They're down by 9 here, but boy, both these teams look like they're gassed.
They do. They really look like they're playing on some tired legs now, and understandably, too. I mean, you think about the pace of this game's been played for the first 33, 32 minutes of this. Wacona scored 32 points in the first half. They've only scored 12 points in the second half, and Hoosac's defense has been the key to that.
Right, yeah. So 3:50 to go. The foul situation, each team, Wacona has 14 fouls, and Hoosac Valley has 2, and really started the second half. There was only 1 foul called in the third quarter.
Right. They definitely have let them play tonight, but also I just think both teams played a little smarter in the third quarter with their feet and not so much with their hands. And that was the key to keeping their key players on the basketball court. I know we talked before the game too that, you know, Wacona's winning by an average of 31 points a game, and if Hoosac keep them in a close, highly contested basketball game, it might play in their favor, and it's showing itself right now because the team showing the composure in the fourth quarter is Hoosac. And
this has been this senior, very experienced officiating crew. I think has done a nice job here tonight.
They have. They've fought very evenly, kept control in a really helter-skelter, up-and-down game.
Step back jumper. Garabedian clears that rebound. And Hoosac Valley going to reset. They lead by 9 here with 3:30 to go in this ball game. 23 seconds on the shot clock. They're looking to run some clock. Wacona extending the zone. And a pass stolen there.
Olivia Mason, again, doing some little things for Wacona.
And here comes Gambaroni. Belcher will set the offense here for Wacona. They need to get some good shots here. And they're running a little bit of that weave off. But Gambaroni steps back. Doesn't get that one to go. And it goes over to Hoosac Valley with 2:54 to go. Meswar into the front court. And they're going to call foul there on the sideline.
In the second half, Hoosac's done a much better job against that Wacona pressure, too. With good composure, getting the ball into the middle of the court and just not getting those trapping areas.
There's Garabedian, steps back, doesn't go. And they're going to call a foul there on Shea. That's kind of a good foul, actually. Wacona looked like they were going to come out with some numbers. So
I would say Hannah Shea saved the basket there with that foul. Smart play. Another smart play by Hannah Shea. That's her 4th foul, unfortunately.
Right. Abby Scalabia Scalaba back into the game for Hoosac Valley. 2:34 to go. Hoosac Valley with a 9-point lead here.
Kona needs a good possession here in the basket because they're in trouble.
Wigington. Gabaroni going to go right around and score. That's a nice offensive set there for Wacona.
Gambaroni again stepping up for Wacona. But you can see those tired legs on the press right now.
And low. Billets with the wheeling shot. Goes! Oh, that's a big, big basket for Hoosac Valley, John. 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Back to a 9-point lead. Wigington, she's good from there. Score and a timeout. Big shot there.
That was a big answer by Gabby Billets to make sure that didn't get a run going for Wacona right now.
Right. So we're down to a 6-point Hoosac Valley lead with 1:53 to go in this one. Big shot there by Wigington. Wacona needed that.
She definitely has confidence. I mean, that ball's in her hands, and she's looking for ways to get up to the basket, and that was a good look to get the lead down to 6 points with about 2 minutes left. I think the key for Hoosac now is they've done an excellent job against the pressure. Can they do it for another 1:53?
Yeah, because Wacona is going to have to extend that pressure and foul. They have, it could end up being a game that's decided on the foul line. Now, Wacona with 5 team fouls. Hoosac Valley with 3. 1:53 to go here.
Yeah, I would expect that you're going to see a little more aggressive pressure by Wacona coming out of this timeout. You're right, they got a foul to give, and they, at this point, I'm sure they wouldn't mind putting Hoosac on the line if they had to, as opposed to letting Hoosac kill 30 seconds off the clock.
Right. So 55-49, 1:53 to go. Hoosac Valley with the ball. They'll inbounds it. The clock is their friend. Hoosac Valley doesn't have to shoot, and they're going to run clock. It's exactly what they're going to do. Oh, ball turned over. Here comes the Warriors. Gambaroni doesn't get it to go. Here comes Hoosac Valley now. 1:25. Shore handles the ball. And they're going to call a foul. And that's a 16th foul with 1:19 to go. And that resets the shot clock, John. So Wacona here is going to have to make some decisions. They're going to have to do some fouling.
Right, the clock is Hoosac's friend right now, so Wacona's got to pressure them.
Into Garabedian, and it stays with Hoosac Valley. 1:14 to go.
That was a great look by Mesvor, but
Yep.
Mason made a good tip.
30 seconds to go on the shot clock.
Oh, wide open, mister.
And LaSure. Hoosac Valley will run clock here. It is their fate. It is their. A minute to go,
Nice
and they find her, Garabedian.
That was a great possession by Hoosac Valley.
Pretty composed, that's right. 50 seconds to go. Here's Gambaroni. Looking for Wigington. And Belcher now. Wacona has to score quickly here. 40 seconds to go. Gambaroni, step back. Doesn't go. And Garabedian gets the rebound. And that's a big rebound with 34 seconds to go. And Hoosac Valley with the 8-point lead, 57-49.
I think Hoosac's done a great job in the second half of making sure somebody's in front of Gambaroni every time. Coach K with a frustration technical for Wacona.
I didn't see that.
I think Mark Wilk had heard enough.
Yep. Heard enough, so that's going to put somebody on the line for Hoosac Valley with 34 seconds. And John, this is the second game now. Hoosac Valley, they're not there yet. They're kind of in the driver's seat here with 34 seconds to go, but we talked about it the earlier game with Amherst. Hoosac Valley defeated handily by Amherst. Earlier in the season, they knocked Amherst off earlier this week, and it looks like they're going to repeat this with Wacona.
Exactly. I mean, it's always a tough place to play, but you don't win because you're on your home court. You win because you play better. And that's certainly what Hoosac seems to have done tonight. They've been very composed against the pressure. They've had good possessions on the half court, and I just think that they've done such a excellent job on defense with having somebody in front of Gambaroni the whole second half. And Wigginton's, I think, got 12 points, but I mean, she's taken a lot of shots to get 12 points.
Yeah, she's had to work for those points. 59-49, 10-point lead for Hoosac Valley, and Hoosac Valley will I believe they'll have the ball. So they've got a 10-point lead with 34 seconds to go. They're in the driver's seat. In the inbounds to Billets, the senior. And they'll call a foul. And so Gabby Billets will go back to the line with 30 seconds to go. And Wacona has to foul at this point.
Yeah, they don't have any choice because they have to put Hoosac on the line, hope they miss some one-on-ones, and try to take it the other way. But 10-point advantage with 30 seconds left. It's a tough deficit to overcome.
Well, this has been a whale of a game, John. In a miss. So here comes Gambaroni looking for Wigginton. And just not her night tonight.
Nope.
And a foul there. Belcher the ball just has not gone down.
Been a rough shooting night for outside for Wacona.
Right. And Ashley Shore goes to the line. Folks,
go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, we want to stand by because we will be having some post-game interviews on the floor at the conclusion of this contest.
Yeah, Wacona has 7 threes tonight, but they've taken a lot of shots to get those 7 threes. Hoosac has done a great job contesting every shot that Wacona's taken tonight.
And Ashley Shore has handled the ball all night, stolen, and a foul. And the sophomore has really played an outstanding game. There's been so many good games played by both players on both sides here. This has been an outstanding high school athletic contest, John. Gambaroni for Wacona has left it all out on the floor. Belcher as well.
Yeah, Gambaroni, the effort she expends on both ends of the court, she's impressive on the way she's played every minute of this basketball game hard. And on the other end, LaSure has been the one defending Wigginton, really making her work for those points and keeping her well under her season average. And another rebound for LaSure.
Yep.
She's impressive.
And they're just going to run clock here, and that's going to do it. And Hoosac Valley comes out of here with a big, big victory, John. 62-49, well-deserved in an outstanding game. The score does not reflect what a fine and closely contested game this was.
Right, that was a toss-up going into the fourth quarter. Right down to the last minute, it was a good game.
Well,
crowd's into it. The crowd's done a great job tonight. They've been loud. And they've been very supportive of the Hoosac Valley Hurricanes.
Well, John, we got to bring you back because when you do these games, we have some good games. We're going to have to keep you on full time here.
Yeah, you can't ask for a better contest between two just great teams. I mean, they competed for 32 minutes.
Absolutely. You want to stay tuned. We're going to be down on the floor. Both John and I will be down on the floor for some post-game interviews here at Hoosac Valley. The final here at Hoosac Valley, it was the Hurricanes 62 and the Warriors 49. And Wacona now falls to 7-1, and Hoosac Valley goes to 7-3 overall. They've won 6 in a row. And we'll tally up the points here for it. Big game for Gambaroni, John, for Wacona.
She's impressive. I mean, she really runs the show for Wacona on both ends. I mean, she's at the top of their press on defense. She carries the ball in transition to try to set people up. You know, it's funny sometimes. You can see her. She's seeing the basketball game. She's trying to get her teammates a few times she saw passes that her teammates didn't necessarily see. And she's just an impressive player. And like I said, she had 13 points in the first half. But Hoosac's defense, primarily by switching Garabedian onto her, held her to 4 points in the second half. And really, that is one of the crucial aspects of Hoosac's victory, was to slow her down and not let her get another 13 points in the second half. Wigginton came on and scored. I have her down for 11, 10, unofficially, but I think the key was Belcher hit an early three, and they shut her down after that as well. She had 9 points on 3 threes. And for Hoosac, I have Billets with 10 points. They were all in the second half. I got Hannah Shea, who came on and had 10 points all in the second half.
Right.
Those two players really came in and did a great job for Hoosac Valley to help them to this victory in the second half.
And Asheville Shore led Hoosac Valley with 15 and Taylor Garabedian with 13. So very, very balanced scoring for this Hurricane squad. They come away with the big victory, 62-49. Stand by. We're going to take a break now, and we'll be back with some post-game interviews in just a moment. Okay, we're on the floor here with head coach John Frederick. Coach, what a ball game. Both Coach Franzoni and I commented. The score really, it ended up 62-49. It doesn't reflect how hard these young ladies played this evening.
No, it was a tight game. I mean, it was a great game, actually. I think it's the best game we've played all year. We said we can't press. We said we were going to do it. Let's give them a little bit of their medicine and see if they can handle it. And for the most part, they did, but I think they got a little out of gas. So for that, I'm proud of our kids. We hung with it. They stuck with it, and the results were good.
And once again, Coach Franzoni was saying during the broadcast, and I think he was right, you got some big contributions out of some different players tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we're literally, I'd say we are a good 8 deep. They all have their little niche. We got some great defenders. We got some good shooters on the bench, So, Haley McNeese coming in and hitting those 2 3-pointers. Marin Capiello, she's our little Energizer bunny. Her and Emma are out there together, and, they're our defensive machines. And then you got the rest of the group, and it's a good group. It's a good group. Yeah, you did. And Gabby Billets in the second half, I think she really asserted herself, physically in this ball game. She was in foul trouble in the first half, but she played the whole second half with 3 fouls, and she did a great job for you. Yeah, she did. And actually, she only had 2 fouls in the first half. Coach Robinson rang her up one for extra, I guess.
Yeah,
but
we thought that foul was on LaShore.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I didn't think we were seeing something there, but
yeah, Gabby was big again, even handling the ball. Right, you don't know how much pressure that takes off of us when we got a big that can handle the ball for 4, 5, 6 dribbles, and get the ball across court, half court. So. It was a great game, probably, again, the best game that we've played, so I couldn't be prouder of the kids.
Well, congratulations, Coach. 6 in a row. It doesn't get any easier. You keep playing tough games in your league.
Yeah.
Good luck the rest of the way. We're going to catch up with a couple of your players here.
Awesome.
Talk to them, okay? Coach, thank you.
Congratulations, Coach.
All right.
Great
All right. All right, down on the floor with Taylor Garabedian and Gabby Billets. And Taylor, we commented, and Coach Franzoni was commenting how it looked like your size was able to throw over that press, that Wacona press, with some pretty good success.
Yeah, our coach told us to get it to the middle and cut to the middle so we could pass through there.
Well, let me say this. It looked like in the second half, both you and Gabby asserted yourself underneath the basket. You guys did a great job on the boards.
Yeah, we've been working hard in practice, working on getting our elbows up and getting the ball high. Finishing strong.
Gabby, you're the senior, the only senior on this squad. You've had quite a career here at Hoosac Valley. This has to rank right up there as one of the bigger games you've played in your career.
I mean, I feel like Wacona's always one of our biggest rivals. Like, I know Drury's close, but Wacona always gives us the toughest challenge, and I love it. And I'm just really proud of everyone because I know they really wanted to win that for me and for themselves.
Gabby, let me say this, and Coach and I talked about this during the broadcast. You had a little bit of foul trouble. There were some points where you had to sit down in the game. You got some great contributions out of some different players tonight, especially Hannah Shea. You had McNeese, Haley McNeese came off the bench, had a couple 3-pointers. You got some big contributions. This is a young team.
Yeah, that's what's good about us. We're a young team. We can, no matter who comes off the bench, we know we're okay. We know whoever's going to go in is going to rise to the occasion.
Well, ladies, 6 in a row now. You've had some good, nice revenge games, and it doesn't get any easier. We'll be catching you down the road. But congratulations to both the young ladies. It was can't tell you how much fun it was for Coach and I to call this game. This was really an outstanding high school game, win or lose. And the score, you guys ended up by winning by 13, but it really doesn't reflect how hard both teams played and what a good game this was. So congratulations, and we'll be seeing you down the road as the season progresses, okay? All right, Taylor Garabedian and Gabby Billets for Hoosac Valley. They win it here, 62-49. They've now won 6 in a row, and they're on their way as the season progresses. So congratulations to the Lady Hurricanes. And Coach, this has been a great game. You know, you talked about it. We talked about the pace of the game. We didn't think Hoosac Valley would play at this pace.
Yeah, as a coach, you talk about having a team win. I think that was a key, as both the players mentioned. They got contributions from 8-9 players tonight, and it was a team win because when there was foul trouble in the first half for Gabby and a couple other players, Haley McNeese, Emma Meswar, Capiello came in. They all did great jobs. And in the second half, I thought there was some good adjustments with Taylor. You did a great job on slowing Gambaroni down, it looked like, and your teammates pitched in with that as well. And also, there was a terrific job done at Wigington all night. She got, I think, 12 points, but she had to work for every point that she got. And your team, I think, really showed the balance and the skill that you need to beat a good team. And sometimes you play those tough games like you played already. It gets you ready for this game. Wacona hasn't played in those games yet, but when it came time for the fourth quarter, your composure came through.
Well, once again, congratulations to the Lady Hurricanes. They win it here at Hoosac Valley 62-49. For our camera person, Ryan Pawsey, and my sidekick here, Coach John Franzoni, I'm Tim Morey saying good night from Hoosac Valley.